Welcome to Rambling Rams,
the podcast where we deep dive into the rowdy road of Ramona.
Get ready for lively discussions and fun interviews with a new guest every week.
So grab your favorite snack,
Tune in,
and let's ramble. Hey guys, welcome back to Rambling Rams. Today's topic is VAPA. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Valerie.
And I'm Chase. And now we have guests Jacob and Kayla.
Amazing. So you guys are very VAPA rounded. So what classes are you guys in?
Right now, I'm currently in concert dance, advanced theater, and RamTV.
And right now, I'm in dance team, musical theater, tech theater, and choir. I also used to be in AP Music Theory, which was fun.
Wow.
Nice. Which one, do you have a favorite? Which one's the best?
I'd have to say concert dance. I really love Miss T and how she teaches her class.
I love dance team. I'm going to hop on that. I love Miss T. She's amazing. She's such an uplifting coach. And we've had a really good season this year. And I've been on dance team for 3 years now. So it's a good ending. I'm happy to be in that class. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's really good. How have you taken your skills that you learned in the VAPA classes outside of Ramona?
I mean, just socializing, that's one of the main things. I feel like I've been more extroverted and be able to speak to others, and it's easier. It's not hard for me, social anxiety and stuff. I still have it, but I can definitely come across a lot easier, and it's a really nice skill to have.
I second that. I think theater, above everything, it really helps you to develop as a person and as a collaborator. I think outside of school, I've been really, really lucky these past 4 years to travel a lot, actually. So I've been able to go to Missouri. I've been able to go to New York. I just came back from LA, and now I'm taking it to college. But I think entering contests, applying for scholarships, I've really been able to use my skills in the outside world and also get cast in shows outside of school, which has been really refreshing.
That's amazing. So this whole theater journey, how did it begin for both of you?
For me, it started 5th grade. We had this show choir in elementary school, and one day my friends were like, "Oh, let's just audition. Let's have fun." And I was like, "Okay, sure." And since then, I've been like, "Oh, I really love this, and I wanted to get into it more." And then middle school hit, COVID, so I wasn't able to do much. But once I got back into high school, I started auditioning for high school shows again, and yeah, it's been really fun. Transferred over here halfway through my high school career, and it's been really great so far. Met Kayla. Yeah, it's been really fun.
Honestly, my journey's almost the same as Jacob's. I got dared to audition in 4th grade, and believe it or not, I used to not be this extroverted. And so I was like, "No, I'm scared. And my friends were like, "No, you should audition. And so I did, and I played a dwarf in Shrek, and that was my thing. And I was like, "Wait, this is kind of really fun." So I kept doing it. Then I transferred to public school, and then COVID hit. And I really started to get into it. And then in high school, I was like, "I like this. I don't know if I could do it as a career," because it's such a daunting, idea to be I want to do this as a job.
So you guys have, obviously, in high school here, we have multiple productions that go on throughout the year. So we're going to do a little blind rankings of different ones from the past years. You guys are just going to rank as we go.
Okay.
So the first one's Rent.
You guys can have your own individual ranking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jacob, you take...
I mean, I would say a 3.5.
No.
I'm gonna put it at 4. Because
Okay.
one being my
best.
personal
The
favorite.
best,
Yes.
I'm gonna give it 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one is Anything Goes.
I think that one was
4.
really.
Yeah.
I would put that at 2. I'm putting that at 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you did great. I thought you did great personally.
Okay, the next one's Eurydice.
Ooh, 3. I'm putting that one at 3.
Wait, that was good. No, but 3's already taken, so I'd have to put it at 2. Yeah.
Then we have The Wolves.
1.
Oh wait, I'm doing this the wrong way.
No, you're doing it the right way.
No,
One best, 5.
I was doing the other way around.
Oh.
Okay, so One
Right.
one would be the Wolves though, yeah, because that was really good.
Yeah, The Wolves was my favorite show I've ever done here.
It was really good. Like
Jacob directed it.
yeah, I assistant directed it.
Wow.
So that was
Crazy.
fun. And just like interacting with like all of you guys because it was an all girl cast. So just seeing you guys work together and like there was like an energy there. And
Yeah,
I was
like
like, this
family.
is yeah, like family and like this is gonna go somewhere, you know?
Okay, the last one's Little Shop of Horrors.
I would like to switch
Me too.
Rent with Little Shop, but I'll put Little Shop at 5. That's okay. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's just that there were other ones that really.
Yeah.
Little Shop was put up hastily. Well, so was Rent because they're both honors shows. So we put those up in like what, 4 weeks?
Yeah, that was my first show here. So
Oh, and you did so great.
thank you. That was really nice. Yeah, 5.
So, how many VAPA classes are offered at Ramona?
Love that question. Have no idea, to be honest.
That's Chris on
I
Um,
don't know. It's 6 times 8.
And
48,
also
guys.
each division
48.
has like levels. So like you're like
Yeah.
beginner, intermediate, advanced. So there's that too. Love VAPA.
Oh.
What, in your opinion, is the hardest VAPA class?
AP Music Theory.
I've never taken it, but I can already assume that it's the hardest because it's music theory. Music theory to me is like a new language, you know?
I recommend that you have some pre-existing knowledge because me going into it, I was just a sight singer and choir, so I had a general understanding of sheet music. So much different, so different. But it's such a good skill, and I still have all the skills in here, and it's helped me as a musician and as a versatile performer. So I recommend if you're in any sort of art, even if you're in dance, take AP Music Theory. It will help you. It'll help you count. It'll help you sing. It'll help you write. It'll help you read. Everything. Take AP Music Theory, even though it's hard. Even if you might get a 2 on the exam. Because I got a 2
Hey,
on the
you
exam.
learned something.
Why is it important to take or experience a VAPA class?
It's really important because it opens up creativity. You know, a lot of classes nowadays are very like, I feel like they're just like one way learning, one way learn. And a VAPA class is not like that. You're creative. You have to think outside the box. You can't just be one way, this is the answer because there is no right answer. It's you build up for what you have in your mind, you know? And many VAPA classes offer that. I can theater, dance. I'm taking concert dance, and we have to make up our own choreo. So you have to work with a team, make up your own choreo, and then perform it and clean it up. So that's a big skill to learn to choreograph your own dance because you're using all your imagination.
I think it's important in high school for everyone, whether you're already in high school or you're incoming, that you need to have a physical activity and an art. That's like a non-negotiable. So whether that's dance and painting or creative choreography, that's both. Because for me, my sport is dance, and I do believe that dance is a sport. It takes a lot of commitment. It takes a lot of conditioning. There is a competition season. I think there should be always a sport and an art. I think people should do both always because they will nurture each other. Because when you're enriching your physical body, you are able to create more. You're able to think more. You release endorphins. You have more ideas. Like I go on runs and walks so that I can get ideas for a play that I'm writing or something that I'm doing. I think it's important to incorporate both. But I think VAPA, there's something for everybody that will be you'll be able to siphon your energy into something really special and something very personal because art allows you to unlock your vulnerability and translate that into something really special and creative to you. Everybody listens to music or watches movies or at least watches TV or goes on TikTok, and there's art in that. And there's something you can find in that. And I think taking the time and the energy out to go off your phone and just like try to make something physical or sound-wise or visually is something really special. And I think everybody should do that. It's very, very interesting.
You guys are obviously so demanding and in so many classes. How has it been like with your schedule and still getting in the academic classes, but also doing what you guys love to do?
I think take summer classes. Like that's the only way I was able to make everything fit is that I took history the year before I was supposed to take it during the summer. And like I would go wherever I needed to go. And side note, if you have a good GPA and a good record, they will let you take history classes online. So I took online history class. It was really demanding. It was like 6 hours a day, but like I would just do it, and I'd be like on vacation or somewhere, and I would just like be on my computer doing it. So I'd get a class out of the way. Also, you just need to like sit down sometimes, and you need to just stay up sometimes. It's really about discipline and disciplining yourself to be able to like stay up. And I remember last year was probably my hardest year. And I just, I had to pull all-nighters sometimes and stay up, and but it's all in moderation. And if you plan everything out, and if you really discipline yourself to not doom scrolling is the enemy of productivity. Like, you need to set limits, and if you really want to be successful in both your academic and artistic life, you need to cut something out, and that is like the screen time. And so I think sometimes you need to lock in. You need to teach yourself how to stay up sometimes, or wake up early. One of those two. For me, I know I will not wake up early, and I'm like, I'm just gonna stay up till this is done, and then I'll go to sleep. And then also doing stuff within dead time, because a lot of rehearsals I'm not on stage all the time. Like, sometimes I'll be doing a scene that I'm not in, then I go on my computer, I do what I need to do. Like, that's what I was doing during college apps especially. I was like sitting in the wings during Rent, and I was writing my essays.
She's so good at that.
And sending them to my friend's mom, who worked as a counselor, and she was in the audience getting emails from me like while the show was going on. And she was like, "Girl, why are you emailing me? Like, you're in the show." And I was like, I got a break. Like, use your breaks. Use any free time you have, and really that's the only way. There's no cheat codes.
No cheat codes, just doing it. No, for me, I had a kind of different path, because I originally was on an IB path at North. And so they made us take all classes there, and so we were like speeding through the stuff. So by the time I transferred over here, a lot of my credits were already finished. So right now, my senior year, I'm only taking one academic class, which is AP Gov. But summer courses, I took my English 1A over this recent summer, and my English is cleared, and also my first year of college English is also cleared, so it's really important to like look out for like other courses you can take that can benefit you more than what the normal course would be, because I remember for senior year I was just like, okay, what courses are going to benefit me, so that it will help me with my schedule, with my stress, because I know that I'm an actor, and so I'm going to have to put a lot of time into that, It's thinking ahead, so that you can save your sanity, But, yeah.
Nice. There was a lot of awesome information in that. Thank you. We're going to switch gears. All about Chorus Line. If you guys could just give us a little rundown, what's the show about?
A chorus line, it's a really interesting format of a musical. Typically, you've got your main character, you've got like the two side characters, you got the villain, and then the villain gets defeated and it's over. This is not a typical show at all. This is not like a show we've ever done before. It's a show about ensemble and about community. And every single character has an equal amount of stage time, which is really interesting. So there is no main character. There are intricate relationships, but there's no singular character that's like here to save the day. It's about an audition. It's set in the late 70s in New York. You have 17 people that make the final cut of an audition, and the director says, "Tell me about yourself." And they go down the line. And it gets crazy. But all these characters are introducing who they are, and there are some crazy characters in there. There are some connections. My character in particular has an old connection with the director, and so that causes tension in her possibly getting cast or not getting cast or getting cut. People get injured. There's a lot of drama, and it's really, really interesting. I recommend, if you like musicals, come see it. If you've never seen one, this is a perfect one to see for the first time. If you're into dance, you should come see it. The book is amazing. The music is great. The lines are intriguing. This is a classic show in the Broadway community. This is like the Holy Ghost of Broadway. Like, they love this show. It's a classic. So this is one to come see if you've never seen one. You don't need any prior knowledge. Just sit and enjoy it. There's also a pre-show, so come early. It's really fun.
Yeah, what Kayla said, it's not your typical show. Like, it's so unique. There's not a main character, a main this, that. It's everyone's has their own story, equal amount of time. So many intricate stories, and you really got to listen into what the characters are saying, because there's a lot of monologues and songs that are only based on one person, and so it's just interesting hearing that person's story and how they got to this audition room. my character, Paul, he has a bit of trauma, and so he goes out and tells that in a long monologue that I have to
Super
remember.
long. Props to
And
Jacob for learning that.
but it's really beautiful, and I think a lot of people out there that can relate to him. It's really important that they see that because you don't feel alone. Like you can see that you're being seen. And he struggles a lot with identity. And even then in that moment, in that room, he still like shows that bit of like, oh, like he's still not sure of himself. And he's like 27. Like, and it's just really important, special. And yeah, I think it's just the show itself is so interesting and so fun. The dances, the choreo, it's crazy, it's lovable, and it's exciting.
Yeah, I'm so excited to go watch it.
Yeah.
So, can you guys share a little bit about like the audition process and getting there to the
Yeah.
show?
Do you think like the general audition process or like,
Yeah.
okay, the general audition process in high school is that like you show up, you have music pulled up on your phone, and then you sing about a minute 30 of a song that like relates to the show. Sometimes the directors will ask, I want a song from the show, and you're like, okay, well, what character do I want to audition for? Oh, they sing this song and you sing that song. Or they're like, I want something similar, and they want to see your vision of what the character you're going for would sing in a different song that's not from the show, which is also interesting. And then you go, you sing your song, and then later there's normally a dance call where you learn a short combination, about a minute. You learn it there on the spot. And then they audition you immediately after just to see how quickly you pick up choreo, your accuracy, your technique, your skill level, that whole thing. And then there's callbacks. So they'll be like, this is a list of people I'm considering. And also, just because you're not on the callback list doesn't mean you're not going to get cast. Sometimes they're like, oh, she's a shoe-in for this role. We already know that. We don't need to call anyone back for that. I'm in between this person and this person for this role. So let's call back 4 people for that role. Let's call back 3 people. Like, there is seriously, like, when I say this to everybody, there is no rhyme or reason in casting ever. Like, you could get cast or cut for a trillion different reasons, and you'll never know. Maybe it's the color of your hair. Maybe it's how tall you are. Maybe because you made the director feel weird for some reason, or you looked like someone that reminded them of, like, their enemy. Like, you literally will never know.
Familiar.
So, like, you never know. And so you just have to trust, like, I bring excellence to this, and if they want it, and if they don't, it's up to them, and just be yourself.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
The high school audition, like, I feel it's really cool because it's your first time auditioning, you know, like, once you get out to the real world and auditions, it gets crazier, you know, but it's also just, like, yeah, like, learning stuff on the spot, preparing stuff ahead of time, the callbacks, ooh, those make me nervous still, and I've been auditioning for I don't know how long, 5 years, because the callback, like, you get the music a day before, and it's just like, oh, now I gotta lock in, you know, and callbacks, like, you really just, it's a moment to just, like, okay, lock in, like, I gotta know this, that. But be yourself, that's also really important, too, because they want to see their interpretation of that character that you're performing. So don't try to be like someone else, be you, because that can stand out, they'll like it, they'll choose that character. Yeah. Be you.
Be you.
Be you.
Be yourself.
Yeah, always be yourself. How is this production of Chorus Line different from any of the other productions you guys have done?
I think there's more to be said about that for sure. The dance level in the show is crazy. We are always moving. We stand on one straight line for the show, and literally I think every other minute we are moving to another position. Also, it's different because not a single person leaves the stage. Like, people leave to, like, go off, like, if we're doing, like, a dance sequence or something, but, like, there's never a moment when it's just, like, 3 characters. Like, I will say people walk off stage at some points, but, like, typically for the duration of the show, it's not, like, scene. It's one continuous scene. Like, this show is all happening in only one piece of time. It's only, like, it's happening in real time. So there's no flash forward, there's no flashback, there's no break, there's no intermission in this show either. You watch the full thing because it's a full audition and they don't take breaks, and you see what happens when some of the kids do go on a break and it's only the director and, like, Cassie. Or it's only the director and the stage manager, and they're talking about who they're gonna, you know, it's very you step into something very intimate there, because it's not meant to. It's meant for you to peer in and not us to open up to the audience. And that's really interesting. You really, really have to watch for every single character, because there's something so tangible and interesting in what every single person is doing, the secrets they're keeping, what they're not saying, what they are saying, what they're holding back. Like, it's so interesting in that sense. And it's a very
Immersive.
timeless, immersive piece.
Yeah. It's a really cool show, and I love the way we did it and blocked it. Yeah, it's really great. Come see it.
Yes. So I know you guys were talking a little bit about the characters. So we're gonna do superlatives based on them. So the first one's who's most annoying.
Judy Turner.
Judy? I would say Sheila.
Sheila.
But I think that's a character choice for me too. For Paul.
I guess because she's so like.
So like.
Yeah, I love it. I stand next to Sheila during the show. So we all stand next to two people. And I'm next to Sheila and Greg, and they're my two favorite people. Like, I love watching them because I'm, like, right up close, and they're, like, doing their thing. I think Judy Turner.
Judy Turner. Why?
Have you listened to her? And we went to Missy Louie, Missouri. Well, it was the furthest thing from my mind. Tell me I dance with my it's cold. Like, it's so, she's crazy. This girl is, Judy's got some problems. I don't think so, though. I think she's just really excited
nervous.
And has never processed anything ever, because she talks, this girl in the music, she talks a million miles per hour. Like, she seriously, like, she's, also I think she has the hardest vocal line in the show, because everything is written in actual notes, so it's not just her speaking, she has to speak in rhythm and on pitch. And she's like, I don't want to,
and it's so high.
And it's so high, and it's crazy, and she's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Judy, she's crazy.
She's a crazy gal.
And it was the first time I'd ever seen a dead body.
I don't think she's annoying.
She's crazy.
Who do you think is the most sassy character in the show?
Sheila or Val?
Val.
Val.
Wait, actually.
Val is this.
Val.
Val.
Yeah.
Because I accept it from Sheila. And also, not spoiler. There's like a pre-show where you see all the characters trickle on stage, like one at a time, and it's all based off of their character and how early they would arrive. So like if you're young and you're fresh off the bus from Ohio, you're going to be first in the room. But if you're Sheila and you're pushing 30 and you've been to 8 auditions this morning, you're going to stroll in when you want to, because she knows how these go and she knows how it is. So like, sorry, I got way off topic. Anyway,
No, I loved it.
Val is the sassiest girl on that line.
Val is a sassy girl.
Her song is crazy.
It's my
You'll
favorite.
love it.
Yeah, you guys will love it.
Okay. Who's the life of the party?
Do we even have
We do have Richie.
Richie?
Richie's the life of the party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be the most life of the party.
He'd be
out
the
of-
most. He has the most exciting part.
And he's just such like a confident guy. He's like
Yeah.
very, like he's confident in himself.
Yeah.
And he knows who he is. Like you can see it when he first introduces himself. And so it's just like, yeah, he's cool.
He is cool.
Yeah, I'd like to hang out with him. He knows himself.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're almost done. So what are your guys' plans for the future?
OMG.
So, college. Going into something in theater, majoring in theater. I'm deciding between a couple colleges right now, but getting closer to what college I'm going to choose. Staying in the LA area because I do want to get in more into film than musical theater. I really love movies, and during quarantine, that was like my figuring out like what I'm doing. I like always watched movies and shows like continuously. I was like just like, wow, like look at these actors. I want to be just like them. And I think theater was very important when I stepped in because it gave me experience. Like obviously that acting in film and theater and stage is very different, but it's a good skill to learn because then it'll be an easier transition once you get into that. And yeah, so film, but you over here.
I like had like a revelation recently because I do love film a lot. but I also have a very deep background in musical theater. So I went in auditioning for both acting and MT, but I was accepted to Carnegie Mellon for acting, and so I was like, I think this is the calling, because I toured the campus, loved it. I knew that was a place that I would really grow, and then actually being accepted and going, I was like, this is insane. I can totally I felt like I'm being called to do that right now. So the plan is get my BFA from Carnegie, graduate, move to New York. I want to get my MFA, and Juilliard actually has a free MFA. In case people didn't know, Juilliard offers a free MFA. So
Free MFA.
if you love the arts, go to Juilliard because it's free. It's free. And so they do only choose 9 people. So hopefully I'll make it in that 9.
You're so talented.
Yeah.
They
Great
do
work
only choose 9
ethic.
people. But I'm going for that free MFA and then work, I think, about a decade in the industry, and then turn it around, get my PhD, hopefully from Yale, dramaturgy, go Bulldogs, and then go into film when I'm tired of the whole
Oh
theater.
my God, can't wait to see you.
And start actually making my shows and my movies I've been thinking about. So
Yeah, come
and then
back
do all
to
that
LA.
and then die happy. That's my plan.
I have a question for you.
Oh yeah.
Would you ever get into teaching?
Totally. I want to become a professor at Carnegie eventually.
Yeah.
That's I infiltrated the system now.
Yeah.
They don't know that I want to come back later. And
Yeah,
be
yeah,
Hey guys, you remember me?
Yeah, yeah.
And hopefully become an acting professor, because I think I would love to teach acting.
You're such a great teacher.
I would love to direct, because I do love to perform. I know that won't fulfill me for forever. I want to direct. I want to write my own stuff, and then ultimately teach college students that really want to make it, especially at places like that. These kids fought tooth and nail to get a spot.
Exactly.
So I'm excited to
I think I'd get into
production.
either production or writing because I love fantasy.
Yes.
I love Marvel and just the supernatural stuff, and I would love to write something like that. I would love to be in that,
We got plans.
Yeah, I've got ideas.
Sure.
With creativity up here.
Yeah.
We got, yeah.
For anybody interested in theater in middle school or elementary school or even in high school right now, how would you recommend joining?
Just do it. Show up to the audition.
Yeah.
Everyone is so scared to go to the audition. I'm telling you right now. I don't care if you flop on your face. You need to just show up. You need to get out of your head and just do it and force yourself to do it, because doing it and failing is better than never doing it.
Exactly.
You just need to show up and actually force yourself to show up.
It's how you get yourself out there, you you just got to put that one foot forward and then you just keep going. What would Miss T say? She'd be step in or step out?
Step in or step out. And also apply. Apply. I applied to half my schools as a joke and actually ended up getting
Yeah.
in. And I was like, what? That was with Carnegie. I literally applied as a joke. I was like, no way. And I literally said that to everyone. I was like, it's literally just for the bit. And then I actually got in and I was like, oh my God. And that's what I did with the Muni, and that's what I did with the Jimmies and all these crazy things. If you just force yourself to show up and put the work in, it's training for when you actually get it.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is. So you just need to apply. Force yourself to apply for the craziest thing ever, and you might just get it.
Literally same thing. I applied to Loyola Marymount because I was just I'm not going to get in. It's also a private, whatever, yada, yada. And I got accepted, and I toured the campus over spring break, and I was like, this is really nice. Their theater program's really nice. Met some actors that are actually doing shows right now. One of their actors there was in Descendants.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was just what the heck? It's so close together, the community and the acting community. And I was just oh, it's a good school. Good school. But yeah.
Well, episode 3 is coming to an end. Any last comments, advice?
Oh, this was so fun. Force yourself to do it. Whatever you're thinking about doing it, do it now, because it will stay in the cobwebs of your mind. Do it. Whatever it is. Application, audition, asking someone out. I don't care what it is. Just action. It's all about action. So just
'cause then you
get
figure it out.
Lights, camera, action. Take the action.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Do the thing.
It's it's something that's inside you. You got to get it out.
And be
Let it
excited. Be
out.
happy. Let's
Yeah.
bring back happiness
Bring
and
back
world
happiness.
peace. Bring back world peace.
World peace. Do what you want to do, and
There's
you'll be
so
happy.
much advice
You'll be happy.
to be said, but just enjoy these days because there's so few. Okay, I'm done.
Yes.
You got to cut me out.
Yeah,
now.
we're gonna start getting
We're gonna get
very
emotional
emotional
weird
and
spiritual. We
spiritual.
need to cut this out
Yeah.
now.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, that's
All right.
episode 3. Thanks, guys, for coming on the pod.
Thanks for having
See you guys
us.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.